Good afternoon, everyone. Let's get started. My name's Jack. I'm a manager in the Education Liaison and Outreach team at Middlesex. Today we'll be sharing some advice on skills for the digital age. The idea is that we'll be talking about some of the skills for students to develop both before and during higher education. We'll be focusing on the skills most valued by employers and most likely to help you succeed at university and beyond. These are skills that you can develop independently, but also do that alongside your school, college, or university. So the contents of what we're going to kind of talk about today. We're going to have a look at some of the top skills that employers are actually looking for. We're going to explore why they are so important these days. We're going to look at ways that you can understand and actually improve and develop your own skill sets. And then hopefully I'll be able to signpost you to where you can get some further information, support and guidance in this. So to kick it all off, I wanted a bit of input from you guys. It'd be good to hear which of the skills we're about to show you think employers identify as the most important. So we're going to share a quick poll, if you wouldn't mind clicking and selecting which of these skills you think that employers identify as the most important. I'll give you a quick clue. It's not just one. The poll is anonymous, so I won't see who's chosen what. The 4 skills in there are Microsoft Office, creativity, problem solving, and coding. Perfect. Can we see the results of the poll, please? I will 100% get behind everyone who chose problem solving. You're 100% correct. I would have also given you points if you'd said creativity. Both have been identified by employers as being the most critical skills. So let's kind of look at which of these, the different breakdowns of skills that there are. The way I've distinguished them here and the way you'll hear them described in other areas are technical skills and transferable skills. What do I mean by technical skills? Well, these are specific to a sector or role, often called hard skills as well. Some examples: digital literacy. So that might be your familiarity with different software packages or using different types of hardware. As an example, we have begun doing some video editing, and when we play with this video and share this video afterwards, we will have edited this video, and that is a part of digital literacy, the ability to manipulate different software packages. Sales is another example of kind of technical skills or hard skills that are picked up often through experience. Video design and UX are other examples. What we will be kind of really focusing on are more of these what we call transferable skills. So some examples you've already highlighted: creativity and communication. Broadly, these kind of skills separate into how you work with others, and how do you think. They are what we call transferable skills. So these 7 skills have been identified as being absolutely key to succeeding in the future workplace. These are skills that can be applied across all sectors. So they are resilience, proactivity, problem solving, communication, creativity, leadership, and adaptability. So these have been highlighted by several sources. So I've included Barclays Life Skills, the World Economic Forum, Skills Builder Hub, as being the critical skills for employability. They're seen as indicators of work readiness by employers. Everyone will have a different mix of these skills. Everyone has some aspect of these skills, but they can be improved upon in secondary school education, at college, and also at university. We're going to talk about some of those ways you can do that. But why are they so important? What's the importance in this kind of digital age? Well, there are a couple of reasons. I think one, if we focus on this kind of stat shared by the World Economic Forum, they predict that more than 1 billion jobs will be transformed by technology over the next decade. So these are results of kind of the growth of tech companies, artificial intelligence. And you see certain skills, these transferable skills that we've talked about, actually have become more important as so many other tasks have become automated. However, things like communication, creativity, these are things that cannot be automated. They cannot be done by a machine, so they become even more critical. They're also applicable to all careers across all industry sectors. And many of these kind of careers and career paths don't even exist yet. The other reason that it's particularly critical is just bearing in mind the kind of crisis that we're experiencing at the moment. And it's obviously had an economic impact as well. So one of the things that we've kind of noticed is that employers are seeking less entrants on apprenticeships or school leaver programs than originally planned for this year. As much as a third have kind of been cut. There is less of an impact on graduate jobs, although obviously there is still some impact. There are actually some sectors that are expected to grow. So health and pharmaceuticals, for example, are definitely going to grow. The key bit is that as this kind of job landscape kind of changes, you want to make sure that you do not narrow down your choices. You ensure that your skill set is valuable across a vast range of sectors. So how can you do that? Well, first of all, a good starting place is to be able to understand your skill set. There are lots of different tools you can do for this. You may have done exercises at school or at college, and there are lots of different tools you can use to help you with this. One example of these tools is a personality test, and we've got one on the Middlesex website. The link has been shared already for you to kind of look at that if you'd like to. So I just wanted to show you actually what you'd get out of these kind of tools. You'll see that when you use this tool, and I'll walk you through some of what you'll see, you'll get an example of some of your strengths, your qualities, your skills, and also this particular tool does highlight some suitable sectors and careers that might be of use to you. So let's have a little look. So once you've gone on the Discover Me tool, it will ask you a series of questions. These questions are to help assess your personality and highlight several traits that you share with other people. And there's been a huge amount of research around this to give you some useful results. So once you've kind of answered all those questions, it will share lots of information about some of the things you like, some of the things you're good at, some of your strengths, some of your skills, or the things you're most likely to identify as your strongest skills. And then it opens up and offers you some different career options. And it will talk about lots of different sectors and what might suit you within these sectors. How can you use this? Why is that valuable? Well, it can help you take some of that information, some of the report information, and you could use that. You could use that on a UCAS application if you're applying to higher education, or you could use it on a CV or during an interview just to show awareness and understanding of your skill set. And it's a really, really valuable experience. You can also use it to help you narrow down some kind of career choices or even a selection of higher education courses if that is relevant to you. What else can you do then? What's your next step? Well, once you've got a clear handle on what your skill sets are, I don't think you should let yourself be limited by these skills. Everyone has a selection of these skills, but everyone is also able to build on these skills. Once you have established what your strongest skills are, that's not it. You are able to kind of improve these further. And that includes all of these transferable skills. An example of another tool you can use to do that is on Barclays Life Skills. They have the Wheel of Strengths. And here you can select all of the skills that you feel you have, and hopefully you'll be using the report that we've just talked about. You'll then share, as well as the kind of different skills that you've got, some of your interests and also your personality traits. And this feeds into a tool that will then share back some of the kind of jobs that might well suit you, and also ways of improving some of those skills. And it will talk about if you can improve a specific skill, you will then be able to look at other kind of career roles. So I guess the whole purpose of this tool is to ensure that you are not limited by what you think your skill set is. Coming off transferable skills a sec, I also wanted to talk about technical skills, because these are obviously also really, really critical, particularly in the digital age. LinkedIn Learning produce a really, really great report every year about the top skills that are required by employers. And they've pulled out a list here. Some of them are really obvious. They're all quite digital focused. Artificial intelligence, cloud computing, others less so, sales. And I think there is a whole range of these kind of really key hard skills that are important. How can you develop these? Well, I'm sure you will have noticed over this kind of lockdown period that there are a lot of places that you can access courses for free often. Obviously a key one is LinkedIn Learning, which is why they kind of produce this report. You can also access the Open University or speak to your local college or even university about some of the courses that they offer. Not all of them have a charge for them. There are a whole range of other websites where you can develop your digital skills, including Google, obviously, and their digital garage. Microsoft also offer a whole range of free skills for you to develop. And these are all really, really critical, and there are lots of ways for you to develop those. The last set of skills I really wanted to talk about, and I've kind of included them in this bunch, are the interview and CV skills. Obviously, this is helpful for you to kind of move forward and actually be able to access a particular job or career. Now, interview and CV skills are really, really core, no matter what kind of job you're applying for. Usually a university or college will have an employability service. So for example, at Middlesex, we have an employability service that you are able to access for free, and they will support you. That could be in terms of providing a CV template. It could also be in terms of mock interview coaching, and there's plenty of resources online for that. You'll also notice there's a whole range of free courses, including virtual work experience, that are all there for you to access. I hope that was useful. That's the end of the kind of skills I wanted to talk to you guys about. We've kind of covered some of the different distinctions of skills and also how you can go ahead and develop those. Now open it to any questions if anyone has anything they would like to ask or would like a bit more information on. No problems. Well, in that case, can I please highlight the poll that we have at the end for you to just mark on how you found this. And from me and the rest of the Middlesex team, thank you for listening. I appreciate it, and feel free to get in touch at any time. The video will be uploaded to YouTube and we'll share the link with you. Goodbye.